Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. We got 13 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action today. Also, guys, go ahead and sign up with Throw. Be a part of my private betting group. I'll be posting some plays for college football and NFL this weekend on there. So go ahead and check that out for free. And yeah, guys, we'll hop in here. 13 matchups. Pretty good slate today, starting with the Los Angeles Angels versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -135. The Angels +125 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Angels is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 4.74. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.84. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, Rangers winning 7-2 yesterday, despite, being on a 3-game losing streak. Finally getting a win here at home. Perez has given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Lorenzen's given up 11 runs. Hasn't looked that great on the mound, to be honest. Angels, 1-5 on the road right now. 0-5 on the road on a Thursday. The interesting stat that I'm looking at here. Not in love with Lorenzen on the mound. Giving up a lot of runs here. Martin Perez been pretty solid on the mound here, and I think I'm going to take the Rangers at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals. Twins opening up as road favorites at -125. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Josh Winder with an ERA of 4.17. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Jonathan Heasley with an ERA of 5.09. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Winder's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Heasley's only given up 9. Minnesota on a 3-game losing streak. Back-to-back losses against the Royals. Minnesota, they've been struggling here. 1-6 in their last 7. They've looked awful. I'm going to take a shot. Royals +1.5 at home. They look good in this series. Minnesota playing very bad here. I'll take Royals +1.5. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Oakland Athletics. Seattle opening up as road favorites at -240. Oakland +195 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Mariners is George Kirby with an ERA of 2.98. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the A's is Adrian Martinez with an ERA of 5.77. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Kirby's only given up 3. Yeah, Oakland. Back-to-back wins against Seattle, winning 2-1, 4-1 yesterday. Big underdog wins, man. It's kind of crazy here. Like I said, big underdogs like this, throw them in a round robin just because that's how the MLB works. But I do like Kirby on the road here. Been very good. And I think Seattle bounces back here. At least I'm hoping they bounce back. Give me Seattle on the road. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -145. Cardinals +125 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.70. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 3.16. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Flaherty's given up 8 as well. St. Louis on a 3-game losing streak. They have not scored in their last 3 games, guys. This is crazy. Padres on a 5-game winning streak. St. Louis 0-7 on the road against the Padres. I'm taking Padres at home. Cardinals haven't scored in 3 games. That's crazy. So they haven't been able to cover. They actually did cover yesterday. It was only a 1-0. So, I mean, you probably got lucky there if you took Cardinals plus 1.5. But, yeah, we're taking Padres at home against the struggling Cardinals team. All right, next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Cubs plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Hayden Wozniacki with an ERA of 2.30. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 4.03. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's only allowed 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Wozniacki's only pitched 1 time on the mound here. Gave up 1 run in his only start. Cubs coming off back-to-back Marlins wins. And then Pitt on a 6-game losing streak right now. Yeah, been a rough stretch for Pittsburgh here. Cubs 5-1 on the road, playing pretty good on the road here. I'm going to take Cubs plus 1.5 on the road. Pirates on a bad losing streak, man. I do not like that. So I will take Cubs plus 1.5. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 145. The Phillies plus 125 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.52. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 3.53. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. His last 3 starts, he's given up 8 runs. Fried's given up only 4. We got Atlanta coming off that, tough 3-2 loss yesterday against Washington. Unfortunate. On that 5-game winning streak too. Philly coming off that 4-3 win against Toronto. They're 1-5 in their last 6. They did just play the Braves, losing all 3 of those matchups. So yeah, Braves look very good against them. Yeah, like it Fried on the mound. A little bit better than Suarez in this matchup here. And they've been pretty dominant against the Phillies. I'm going to take the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Boston plus 145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 2.61. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Jameson Taillon with an ERA of 4.04. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, he's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Watches given up 6. We got Boston coming off that Cincinnati loss. Yankees coming into this on a 3-game winning streak. Back-to-back wins against Pittsburgh. Boston 2-9 on the road against the Yankees where they've struggled. Yankees been very good against Boston here. Pretty good pitching matchup here. I wouldn't say too much of an advantage. I'm gonna have to take the Yankees at home. They've been really good against Boston here. Playing good right now. I'm gonna take the Yankees in this one. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Chicago White Sox. Cleveland opening up as a road favorite at minus 135. The White Sox plus 115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 2.88. His last start, he pitched 8 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the White Sox is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 3.09. His last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak, beating the White Sox in back-to-back games. They're 6-1 in their last 7. White Sox on that 2-game losing streak against Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland's looking very good in this series. 5-0 on the road right now, getting it done. I do like Bieber on the mound. It's been very good here. I'm going to take Cleveland on the road here. I just like the way they've looked. They've looked good in this series. And they're, on a little win streak here. Give me Cleveland on the road. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -220. Arizona +180 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 2.58. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Julio Urias with an ERA of 2.27. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. We got Arizona coming off back-to-back wins. Back-to-back wins against the Dodgers. Very crazy that they've gotten those wins here. Urias has only given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Zach Allen's given up 5, so pretty even pitching matchup here. They are just 3-17 on the road against the Dodgers. Look, they've been very bad against the Dodgers, even though they're on a 2-game winning streak here. I just don't think it's going to last. I'm taking Dodgers at home here. Throw Arizona in around Robin. Because, Gallen has been good on the mound, so I could definitely see it happening. But, yeah, I just don't see Dodgers losing 3 in a row to Arizona. That seems kind of crazy to me. I'm going to take Dodgers at home. Our next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -135. The Rays +115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 4.99. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is JT Chargois with an ERA of 2.76. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. Chargois only given up 2 runs in his last 2 starts. Barrios has given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts here. Toronto coming off that Philly loss. Tampa Bay on a 3-game losing streak. Did not play well against Houston. I'm liking the Rays. +1.5 at home here. Coming off some bad losses. Back at home. I'll take Rays +1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Baltimore Orioles. Houston opening up as road favorites at -210. Baltimore +175 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 1.78. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Hasn't given up a run in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Orioles is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 5.05. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Houston on a 4-game winning streak. Looked really good in that Tampa series. Baltimore coming off the 8-1 loss or 8-1 win against Detroit here. Kyle Bradish has given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Verlander's given up 0. Verlander been great on the mound. 7-0 on the road. They've been very good against Baltimore here. I'm taking Astros on the road here. Love the way Verlander and the Astros have been looking here. Don't like Bradish on the mound here. I'm going to take the Astros on the road in this one. All right, next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Colorado Rockies. These last 2 matchups, I currently can't find any lines on at the moment, but I do have the pitching info. Pitching for the Giants is John Brebbia with an ERA of 2.86. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Jose Urena with an ERA of 5.49. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Brebbia hasn't given up a run in his last 3 starts. He's been very good. Giants on a 3-game winning streak against Colorado. They look very good in this series so far. Been playing very well here. I'm sure Giants are going to be road favorites the way they've looked here. And I'm taking Giants on the road. Arabia been great. I know he's pitched very limited innings, but Giants looking good this series. I'll take Giants on the road in this one. Then the last matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. And yeah, I can't find the line on this one, so I'm sure it'll be up way after I post, I'm sure. But pitching for the Brewers is Brandon Woodruff with an ERA of 3.26. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 4.97. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Woodruff's given up 4. Brewers coming off that 6-0 win against the Mets yesterday. The Reds coming off that 5-1 win against Boston. Milwaukee just 3-8 on the road. Not really getting it done on the road here. I'm sure Brewers will probably be favorites here, and I think I'm gonna take the shot. The Reds plus 1.5 at home. Yeah, no, not much of a pitching advantage here. Both pitchers pitching very well. We'll take a Reds plus 1.5 in this one. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.